very well lyrics. You say, okay, solo, and you're basically playing the melody or variations of the melody on an instrument instead of singing lyrics. And when I listen to myself and I hear a solo, part of me goes, I guess I ran out of ideas lyrically. Or maybe it's just time for a musical rendition of the lyric. But I'm not that good a piano player. I mean, people give me way too much credit for being a good piano player. I stink. My left hand is mostly playing octaves. I never really practiced enough to become all that good. My right hand, a lot of times will try to compensate for the terribleness of my left hand by playing multiple notes, like picking patterns. But I'm really not that good, and I'm not comfortable doing a piano solo for the most part. I'm not. I have other musicians that work with me who are actually better musicians on their instruments than I am. My sax player, my guitar player, my keyboard player. I prefer to just turn it over to them and go, here, you do something now.
I find it interesting the way you describe what your hands do when you're playing piano, and the way you kind of vocalize what your right hand plays reminds me a lot of maybe Running on Ice, or even earlier songs like Summer Highland Falls, the arpeggios. So it seems like that's been fairly consistent. It's not necessarily something in the last couple of years.
No, I've been doing that from the get-go. I think even on Cold Spring Harbor, there's a song called Falling in the Rain, which has the most embarrassing lyrics I think I ever wrote.
Any particular part of those lyrics you don't like?
Pretty much the whole thing.
Fair enough.
There's one that, once upon a time, in the land of misty satin dreams. Yep. I should be shot for that. A man who painted nature scenes. What? Fields and streams, fields and streams, and animals and whatever. He couldn't fall in love with rain. And once upon a time was a girl wore her hair in braids. Then she sang that she walked on about the wooded glade. That stuff, it makes me wet. But it's that kind of, they're like 30-second notes sometimes. It's a way to connotate a rhythm. I learned how to play Bach when I was a kid, and I appreciated, the expertise you get in your fingers by learning how to play Bach. And I studied Czerny and the Haddon exercises, and it gave me, the ability to play like that, and I thought it was a useful tool to help to propel a song along. Summer Highland Falls is a good example of that. Everybody Loves You Now is an example of it. I'm sure I've done it on other songs. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now, but it's another tool in the toolbox.
It seems a little unfair if I don't ask about the left hand. What is the approach then to the left hand? You mentioned a lot of octaves, but there's also plenty of examples where the left hand or the bass line is moving quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I like to have the left hand do something which is musical. My left hand is not very well developed. So a lot of times I'll either play a bass part on my left hand, or I'll play a counter melody to what's going on in the singing, not necessarily in my right hand playing the piano, but to my voice. I take it for like Piano Man. The bass goes dum ding dum ding dum bum 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 papa, basically. And the right hand is playing some chords, but I try to do something interesting with the left hand because music has so many possibilities, and just to not do something interesting with the other hand My left hand, it really is not very well developed at all.
Do you think any of your desire to have a creative bass line has anything to do with playing the Hammond B3 organ, where you had to pedal the bass notes?
I never learned how to play the pedals.
Okay.
I took the pedals off of mine. I couldn't put my feet on the floor.
So then who's playing the bass part on the Attila recordings?
On that tape, I'm playing a keyboard bass.
Okay, gotcha.
There was a thing called the Rheem keyboard bass, R-H-E-E-M, and it sounded like a bass guitar, so I played that with my left hand and played the other stuff on the organ with my right hand.
Gotcha.
Going back a moment, you were criticizing some of your own lyrics. I'm wondering if we can kind of flip that around and ask, are there lyrics that you especially like, that you look back upon and say, yeah, that worked out really well?
Yeah, I'm sure there are. Not every song I wrote is a gem. There's a couple of turkeys here and there, which I mentioned, Falling in the Rain, or that song I tried to write in French, which was a disaster because I don't even know how to speak French. It was more about the sound of French. You know, when you go to France and you order a restaurant, omelette de fromage, coupe de vin rouge, it all sounds great, you know. French is just a sexy language, but I didn't even know how to speak French, so that was kind of cobbled together. But the lyrics I'm really proud of, Angelica is a really good lyric song. I think Summer Highland Falls is a good lyric song. Well, I don't have a list of my stuff in front of me. Great Wall of China, I think, is a really good lyric song. Famous Last Words, I think, is a good lyric song. The Lullaby is a good lyric song. Allentown ended up being a good lyric song. Trying to think what else. I don't know. I have a hard time, just kind of rolling off all my songs for you. Oh, they're pretty much all really good.
Understandable. Well, let's focus on one for a minute. Let's focus on like Summer Highland Falls for a minute. What about the lyrics speaks to you still, or what about the lyrics puts that on your list of songs that come to mind?
When I wrote that song, I think it was at a time when I knew the relationship that I was in was not going to last. It was one of those, I guess the honeymoon is over kind of songs, and realizing that this isn't going to work out. Now, I think that was in 1976. It's kind of a, bipolar, manic depressive song, which is, I guess, why a lot of people like it. There's a pattern in the right hand, which is, I guess those are 16, which is percolating in the right hand. The left hand is playing open fifths, and there's a pattern that goes dum, bum, 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 bum. So it's like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, which sort of kind of takes, mood swings into the sadness of euphoria. Then the right hand is percolating. There's the manic. So it was great. I wrote this music and I went, what the hell is going on in here? And I realized it was that. It was for the mood swings, and it was about manic depression. And I was feeling that at this particular time when I wrote it. I was living in a little town upstate New York on the Hudson River called Highland Falls, and recognizing that my relationship with the woman who was my wife at the time was not working out, and there were going to be issues, and no matter what, we weren't going to be able to resolve some of them. And it was a kind of a crashing realization. And that's what that song really represents to me. And I still hear it in the lyrics.
You've often said that you think of yourself more as a songwriter than a singer.
Oh,
And you and I spoke about this a little bit. And then you imagine other people singing your songs or writing for voices of various styles in your head. I'm wondering at what point in your career did that change, or did it ever change? To the point where you were writing more for yourself.
No, I was always thinking about a different voice than mine. I don't like my own voice. I never have. I don't like my voice. And there are probably other people who feel the same way about their own voice, which surprise people. I don't like to with my singing voice. I think I sound like, some, suburban white kid from Long Island. I always wanted to sound like Ray Charles. I thought he was a great singer, so he had a great voice. So I was always thinking of other people singing my stuff. To this day, I sometimes don't like hearing my recordings because I hear myself singing. And I think, oh God, I wish I didn't sound like that. So I try to think of other people singing the songs. And it helped me to write, actually, thinking about Joe Cocker singing a song, or Rod Stewart singing a song, or Ray Charles singing a song, or somebody other than me. If I could imagine myself being another singer, somebody else, then it helped me to be the writer, because I wasn't confined to my own limitations.
Did you have somebody particular in mind for something like Scenes from a Tiny Restaurant or Miami 2017?
Scenes from a Tiny Restaurant, I don't know, I thought of myself as a whole band. There's just too many different musical interludes for one voice. I even changed my own voice even in the recording of it. I think I sang the beginning verse differently than I sang the Brenda and Eddie part. I tried to sound like somebody else. I didn't want to sound like the same guy because it's a different mood, it's a different theme, it's a different time. But I've done that a couple of times on some stuff I wrote. It's sort of like A Matter of Trust. I wanted to sound like Robert Palmer, remember him?
Oh yeah, sure.
Addicted to love. He sounds like he's singing with his teeth clenched. And I really like that style. And I tried to sound like that. When I recorded New York State of Mind, I was trying to sing like Ray Charles. When I recorded She's Always a Woman, I think I wanted to sound like Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
There's so many singers I like. And I realized that there's some people that can't stand my music. They took a hating to Billy Joel, and I tend to think that's because maybe they don't like my voice. Because sometimes I listen to myself and go, I can't stand that guy. I don't always like my voice, and I think I wasn't the right guy to be singing this stuff. Especially on the earlier stuff, when I don't know, I sound like too callow. But, I don't know, I tend to think maybe that's the reason some people are so violently, anti what I did. Maybe they just don't like the way I sing, because that could happen.
So when your songs go into the voices of other artists, I'm thinking about cover songs. Are there any of your songs that have been covered by other artists that you're either particularly fond of, and think that works better, or in a different way, or an unexpected way for them than it did when I recorded it?
Well, yeah, Garth Brooks recorded a song called Shameless that I wrote.
Sure.
Now, when I conceived of the song, I was thinking of Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, interesting.
I would like to have heard that song done by Hendrix, and him playing guitar on it, too. Because it's almost like, I perceived it as a song that would have been off of an album like Electric Ladyland.
Right.
And there's bang, dong, dong, the harpsichord, and I'm picturing Hendrix going, yeah, while he's chewing gum, because he sang while he was chewing gum a lot.
Right.
I'm shameless, yeah. When it comes to loving you, oh, shucks. I'll do anything at all. Look out! heard it, and he heard a country song. And when I heard his version of it, I was like, oh, I never thought of it like that. But it was a good call, because I missed that. You know, he had a big hit with Shameless because of that. But I always heard it as a Hendrix song. Trying to think, what else is like that? Dolly Parton did a version of Travel and Prayer, which was totally bluegrass. And she did it great, and she sings like Dolly. I think she's from Tennessee or one of those places down there. And it was like a real thrill that you were a real, dyed-in-the-world Southern country singer singing like that. I did it kind of in a bluegrass style, but I was too chicken to go, whole hog on the bluegrass, because I'm from New York. What the hell do I know about bluegrass?
Interesting
There's a
trend.
bunch of songs like that. Well, people that did versions of my songs. I don't know, for some reason I'm drawing a blank.
That's good. Those are two good examples. And interesting, both of them went in the country route. From a kid from Long Island.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nashville and country music is kind of the new pop now, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be with, but don't find you for days, boo. It's up in your driveway. Now it's like pop music. I think Taylor Swift even came out of that school, and she's huge right now. So people learn about writing and songwriting and the economy that's important in songwriting from those Nashville cats.
We're getting a little bit towards the end of our hour here with you, and I wanted to just ask a question, and maybe it's too late to ask this type of question, but are there any questions that you're tired of being asked? You've given lots and lots of interviews, you've talked about yourself and your music for many, many years. What is the one question that you just don't want to answer anymore? Just one of them.
I would say that one question, what happened with you and Christy? None of your business. I do get asked about We Didn't Start the Fire. Like, why did you write that song?
Right.
I don't know, it was like a mental exercise. I turned 40 years old, it was in 1989, and I said, let's see, what happened in my life? What was going on when I was born? Okay, Harry Truman was the president, Doris Day was the movie star, Red China, China was the communist, Johnny Ray was the pop singer, blah, blah, blah. And it was like a mental exercise, pretty much. Let me see if I can remember this. And I just wrote out, and I was trying to do it in chronological order. And I did it as a song. But these people were just like angry about that. He just wrote a list. Yeah. He's my baby, we're not recreating Shakespeare here. Yeah, it's a list. Pretty good list, actually. It's all chronological order. Melodically, it's terrible melody. It's like a mosquito flying around your head. You try to swat the thing. But, like I said, it was purely written as a mental exercise, and we went into the studio and just kind of messed around with it and had a lot of fun playing it. And I thought, okay, what the hell? I didn't think it was thing. Somebody called me a bit. But to this day, people are still mad at me for that song. Tough shit.
I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a round of applause here tonight.
I can't hear that there's people there.
Yeah, there are.
Good night, folks.
Don't take any shit from anybody, Billy.
Oh, okay. People there. I had no idea that you were there. That's cool.
But yeah, we're talking for a room full of people who really enjoy talking about and thinking about